Good morning. Welcome for this morning meditation. July the 8th. We start our meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. What we pay respect to, the heart opens to, and this is the energy which can come in. So we can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. If we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes, we open the heart, and we bring our awareness to the body. Being aware of the present, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture, the back comfortably straight, not too stiff, not too loose. And we can visualize ourselves as we sit here. Where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. And as we visualize the body, we can observe, how does the energy feel? Do we feel the energy being centered with the body? And we bring the attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril. Just keeping our attention at that one point, at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the lower abdomen, where we feel the abdomen rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. So we decide where we prefer to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep our attention with the breathing. We keep our attention with the body. We don't send our attention, our energy outside the body. And we keep our attention only with the present. We don't dig up the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of this present moment as it arises, as it passes away. We watch the breathing, we watch the mind, being aware, letting go. Being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out. Being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside. Simply being aware and letting go. Whatever contacts the mind through the 5 bodily senses, whatever forms in the mind itself, the thoughts, the memories, the feelings, the states of mind, we observe them, we let them go. We don't react, we don't get entangled. Just staying with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. Very, very easy, but not so easy. Because the untrained mind always wants to react. The untrained mind always wants to get entangled with the world. And when we react with attachment, with desire, if we observe our heart, we can see it's like we throw this heart in all directions. We kick it around like a football. I want this, I want that. And when we react with aversion, with dislike, with irritation, anger, we squeeze, we burn the heart. And so between the two extremes of throwing the heart in all directions, squeezing, burning the heart finds no peace. The heart finds no relief. The untrained mind does not know what peace is. The untrained mind does not know how to find peace. So we have to train the mind. We train the mind to find the mind's normal, natural state of inner peace. We train the mind in mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware what is contacting the mind right now, from outside, from inside, and coupled with this sharp self-awareness, we train the mind to have the wisdom to let go. Keeping our attention centered with the breathing, we patiently train our mindfulness. Just watching the breathing in, watching the breathing out. When the mind is contacted by whatever, from outside, from inside, bodily sensations, sounds, thoughts, memories, we observe them and we let them go, bringing our attention back to the breathing. Whenever we find the mind wandering to past, wandering to future, dreaming, drifting, we simply bring our attention back to the breathing, back to the present. Just being aware, letting go. And always with patience. We can't force the mind, we can only patiently train the mind. We bring our attention back to the breathing again and again and again. In time, the mindfulness becomes sharper, more refined. The attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. We train the mind to have the wisdom to let go. We train the mind in wisdom by always watching the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, all that forms in the mind, and being aware of the impermanent nature of this body. This body composed of earth, water, wind, fire, solids, liquids, gases, heat. We borrow this body, we borrow these elements for a time from the world to form this body. And while we have this body, it's always changing, components always being replaced. The body heat, the fire element, is generated and dissipated from moment to moment to moment, impermanent. The wind element, the breath, comes into the body and stays for the duration of one breath. It comes in, goes out, and it's gone. The water elements, the liquids in the body, the blood, the saliva, the lymph, and so on, stay in the body for a period of days. After a period of days, all are replaced, all impermanent. The earth element, the solid parts of the body, change more slowly, but in time all are completely replaced. Over a period of years, even the bones are all completely replaced. So we borrow these elements from the world for a time to form this body, and while we have this body, it's always changing, components always being replaced. In time, we must give it all back. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. Nothing remains to call me or mine. Just elements of the world that we borrow, and we must give back. Being aware of the sensations of the body, the sensations through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensations, impermanent moments of sensation from an impermanent body. They arise, they pass away. Being aware of the mental events, the thoughts, the memories, the feelings, the states of mind. They appear, they pass away. The thoughts like bubbles in the mind. As they appear, we observe them, we let them go, and they pass away. If we take interest in them, then we pour our mental energy into this mental process, and we create more of them. One mind bubble becomes 100, 1,000, thousands and thousands. The heart becomes a jacuzzi. But just watching, observing, letting go, the heart stays clear and open. We simply watch these bubbles in the mind as they arise, as they pass away. Being aware of these states of mind, like the clouds in the sky. Sometimes we look at the sky, all we see are clouds. Same with the heart. Sometimes the heart is so full of whatever state of mind, whatever emotion, we can't see our own heart. But all these clouds pass away. In time, the clouds pass away, leaving the sky clear and open. We let go of all these states of mind, they all pass away, leaving the heart clear and open, leaving the heart at peace. So we train the mind in mindfulness, and we train the mind in wisdom, the wisdom to see the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, all that forms in the mind. And when the mind really sees this impermanent nature at a deep level in meditation, the mind lets go by itself. The mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. And the heart lets go by itself. And in letting go, we find the real happiness. The happiness of peace, the happiness of freedom. Freedom from our own mental disturbance. We stop to throw the heart in all directions. We stop to squeeze, burn the heart. and the heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. The heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear. The heart becomes more and more collected. The heart becomes more normal. It's how the heart should be all the time. The normal state of the heart is simply to be at peace. We find the normal state of mind is what we call the four Brahma Vihara, the four divine states of mind. They are the four wholesome states of mind, the four states of mind which make the heart whole. There's kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. So these are the four divine states of mind, the four wholesome states of mind, the states of mind which make the heart whole. Any other state of mind is an agitated, disturbed state of mind. In Sanskrit, these four states of mind are called the Brahma Vihara. The Brahmas are the high heavenly beings. Vihara means dwelling, abode. So the high heavenly beings, they abide in kindness, they abide in compassion, they abide in joy, they abide in equanimity. It's the abode of the pure heart. We can enter this abode through the door of kindness, through the door of compassion, through the door of joy, through the door of equanimity. In our meditation, we enter this abode through the door of equanimity, just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go, maintaining this attitude of equanimity. And as we simply watch over the breathing, we watch over the mind, the heart becomes more calm, more clear. The heart becomes more and more refined, and the heart becomes more and more energized. Just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. The heart becomes more at peace, more and more energized with this sublime energy. As we clear the heart, we energize the heart, we feel this sublime energy upwelling from within. We breathe air into our lungs, and into our chakras we breathe the prana, the light force energy of the universe. And as the heart is flooded with this life force energy, we feel more awake, more alive, more alert. And as the heart is flooded with this light force energy, the heart becomes brighter and brighter. In the early stage of our practice, it's quite normal. We don't yet see the inner light, but we feel a sense of lightness, refinement of the body, of the mind. And it shows in the eyes, it shows in the face. The brightness, the clearness of the eyes, the face, comes from the brightness, the clearness of the heart. In time, as we progress in our practice, we all see, we all feel this inner light. As we continue with our practice, the heart becomes brighter and brighter. and the inner light fills the entire body. When the eye is single, the body is full of light. As we keep our inner eye turned single-pointedly inward, the heart becomes brighter and brighter, and the whole body is filled with this inner light, this inner sublime light. And when we have our inner light firmly established, we have our own inner lantern to light our way on our spiritual journey, the journey home, the journey inward. We are no longer walking in the dark and no longer sleepwalking. We simply watch the breathing, we watch the mind, being aware, letting go. The heart becomes more clear, more clean, more calm, more cool. And we get a deeper and deeper inner peace, more and more refined inner peace. And we observe this state of mind, this state of peace, and we let it go. And as we let go of the inner peace becomes deeper and stronger, more and more refined. Because the mind of happiness, the mind of peace, is the mind of letting go. As we simply watch over the mind, being aware, letting go, we find this upwelling from within, this upwelling of sublime energy, this cool, clear, fresh life force energy, light force energy. We find a bottomless well within, a bottomless well of living waters, living light. And the mind is content simply to rest within. Resting within, we become refreshed, recharged. Usually we send our mind out into the world all the time. We get entangled with the world. We become depleted and drained. But as we progress in our meditation practice, it becomes much more enjoyable, much more interesting for the mind to rest within. And there's a feeling of coming home. We've come home to our own heart. And as the heart becomes more and more energized, we feel an overflowing from the heart. Our inner cup is overflowing. And this energy overflowing from the heart we can share with the world around us. And as we share this energy with the world around us, the heart opens wider and wider. The energy flows more freely, more strongly. We open an inner tap, we open an inner valve. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra, and we wish happiness for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes more and more energized. And as we breathe out, we wish happiness for all beings. We let the heart overflow. As we breathe in, we can visualize the heart filling with light. As we breathe out, we can visualize this light flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. Breathing in, we wish happiness for ourselves. Breathing out, we wish happiness for all beings. Breathing in, we energize the heart. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow. the heart opens wider and wider. And as the energy field of the heart becomes wider and wider, our area of consciousness becomes wider and wider. The heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear, more and more at peace, and the heart becomes brighter and brighter. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. So we get the benefit here and now as we do this practice. And we get the benefit in the future, because what we give to the universe will give us back many times over. This energy of peace which we radiate to the world is what will come back to us. So breathing in, may I be happy, we energize the heart. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. And we can be happy with ourselves that we start our day in the best way. We establish our mindfulness, we develop our wisdom, we clear the heart, we clean the heart, we energize the heart, we raise our consciousness, and we share this energy of peace with the world around us. So we can be joyful. Joy is one of the 4 divine states of mind, the wholesome states of mind. We can be joyful with ourselves, that we start our day in the best way. We rise, we shine. And now we observe our heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace, more steady, more stable, more secure? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. And we bring our awareness to the body, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. And we can visualize ourselves sitting here. We bring the hands to the heart, palms together. And now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes, and we keep the heart open. So I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation, and I invite you to join me every day. Every day I do an evening metta meditation at 7 p.m. Central European Time, and also this morning meditation at 8 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, which you're very welcome to join. And so I wish you all the very best in your spiritual practice, in your meditation practice. I wish you the highest happiness, which is the happiness of peace. Bhavatu Sappamangala. May all blessings come to you.